What is genetic information and what does it contain? Biological samples such as blood contain DNA that can be used to collect genetic information. We have millions of cells in our body, and every cell contains our genetic information, our genes. Genes provide the instructions that determine our physical features, such as hair and eye color, as well as information for how our bodies work. We each have 2 copies of each gene, one from our father and one from our mother. When there is a change in the spelling of a gene, the way in which that gene is read in the body may be altered. This may cause a genetic disorder that is present at birth. In other cases, the patient may be extra sensitive to environmental factors, such as smoking or injury, or develop more severe complications. Most complex disorders are not present at birth. Instead, they are acquired throughout a person's life, and the underlying problem may be in several genes. The Genomic Resource for Enhancing Available Therapies study includes evaluation of the genetic information on many patients in order to sort out which genetic changes are causing specific disorders. This information may be useful in the future to help choose the best treatment options based on each person's risk of developing a complex disease. When DNA is tested, it is possible to discover that a person is at a high risk of a serious disorder. This information could be stressful to the patient or their families, and they may not want to know about it. To guard against discovery of unwanted information, several precautions are taken. First, all purely researched genetic testing is considered unreliable for clinical care and cannot be returned to the clinic and patient. Only testing in a CLIA-certified laboratory can be returned to a patient by law. If genetic testing is required for clinical care, then another sample must be drawn and evaluated in a CLIA-certified laboratory. Second, the samples are coded to conceal the patient's identity to help prevent accidental discovery of a possible link between a problem and a patient. Third, some genes are known to be linked to the risk of a disease that comes later in life, and the younger patients may not want this information yet. To prevent unwanted discovery, each research team will only have access to evaluation of genes that are important for specific problems. If the researchers make an important discovery, they are able to inform the patient's clinical team, who will then evaluate the information and discuss it with the patient to decide whether more information is needed. If the problem is complex, or if there are difficult choices to make about getting further genetic testing, the clinic team may refer the patient to a genetic counselor and/or geneticist for CLIA-certified genetic testing, clinical testing, interpretation,